guys, so today I have a quick video. I haven't had a chance to do makeup, or I don't even think I've showered yet today, which I normally do. I would be showered normally by today. But I've had a super busy morning, so here I am filming a video, of course. And today I'm going to be filming my July book haul. I did obviously film a book haul earlier in the month, which was my book fair book haul, which was the books that I picked up really cheap at book fair. And this instead is my normal, just straightforward July book haul. So I have quite a few books to show you, and let's get started. So first off, there are two books that I bought this month that I don't currently have in my possession because they are at my parents' house. The first of that is the Harry Potter box set. I'll stick a photo up here. It is the big, fancy, new UK hardcover box set, and oh, it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. It is just so beautiful, and I can't get over it, so I had to buy it. So that's, yeah, it was expensive. Yeah, I don't regret it, but it did cost me quite a bit, and it did feel like a bit of a punch to my bank account. But I love it. It is gorgeous. It makes me want to reread Harry Potter, but obviously I left it at my parents' house, so I don't have that opportunity because I don't need to be rereading books right now. And then the second book I don't have with me is called The Fire Chronicles, which is book 2 of the Book of Beginnings. Books of Beginning. I've never read the first one. I don't own the first one. But I picked it up. A bookstore in my area was closing down, and I got a bunch of books for $5. Every book in the store was $5. So a few of the other ones I have in my possession are from that sale. And I picked up it because it looked kind of interesting, but I didn't realise it was the second book in a series at that point in time. There was nothing on the book that said book 2. And so I just picked it up. It is also at my parents' house. Because once I figured out it was book 2, I just stuck it onto my shelf of things that I'm not going to read for a long period of time. I will definitely try and find the first one and read it though, because I do want to read it eventually. So now let's look at the books that I do have in my possession. So I have this little stack just here. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books, and also 4 textbooks that I'll show you today. Let's start with the textbooks because they're boring, but I wanted to show you them because I think I showed you my textbooks for last semester in my bookshelf tour. So I thought I'd quickly show you the textbooks I needed to buy this semester. So first we have Media, Crime and Criminal Justice by Race Rhett. It's Images, Realities and Policies, 5th edition. This is for my criminology subject. It is a very dry textbook. I'm just gonna have to say it. Then there is Deviant Behavior by Eric Goode, and this is the 10th edition. Also very dry, but very interesting, but like it has no pictures. It is literally just pages and pages of text, which makes it quite hard to read, but yeah. And then we have Criminological and Forensic Psychology, my psych unit. This I like, but I haven't got very far into it so far. I'm like a chapter in. That's all I needed to have read so far. I'm not behind, we haven't got very far in this unit yet. And I'm enjoying it so far. But my favourite textbook of all those that I had to give this semester is Essential Forensic Biology by Alan Gunn, 2nd edition, and that is because forensic biology, if you didn't know, is my jam. I want to go into the career field of forensic anthropology, and that's like falls straight under this banner. There's a section on anthropology in here, I think, on bones, so I'm like so keen for this. I'm currently reading this at the moment for this class, and I'm currently looking at DNA. I'm like this far through. Yay! So then, in no particular order, the fun books. So first off, we have The Land of Stories Beyond the Kingdoms by Chris Colfer. This is book 4 in the Land of Stories series. I am currently reading this. I'm like just over 2/3 of the way through, probably 3/4. I'll say 3/4. I don't think I'm technically quite there, but about that. I'm really enjoying this so far. I wish I had more time to read though. I've just been super busy. I wanted to have this and like 3 other books read by the end of the month, but then that will not be happening at this rate. I'll be lucky if I get this finished by the end of the month. But it is my goal. My goal. It is so good. This is yes, as I said, the 4th book in the series, and the series follows Alex and Connor, who are brother and sister twins. I was going to say brothers, they're twins, brother and sister. And our main characters on the cover right there, Alex, Connor. And they go into a fairy tale world, and like interact with all these fairy tale characters. And in this book they're going into fictional worlds like Merlin, like the Arthur and Camelot, Alice in Wonderland, Robin Hood, Peter Pan, and The Wizard of Oz are in this book. So yes, this is a middle grade series and it's very fun. Then we have World After and End of Days. This way, isn't it? It's going to reverse on me. It's going to be this way. These are book 2 and 3 of the Angel Fall series by Susan E. I read Angel Fall not that long ago and I really enjoyed it. It was a couple of months ago. So I was very keen to pick up these last 2, and so I did. And I'm very excited about these. I'm hopeful I will get to read them soon. Oh, they are about the Angel Apocalypse, if I didn't say that. And a girl who's trying to save her sister in the Angel Apocalypse. Then we have Conspiracy of Blood and Smoke by Anne Blankman. This is the second book in this series. I don't know if it's got a series name, but the first book was called Prisoner of Night and Fog. And they're set around World War II, and our main character Gretchen is the niece family friend. She calls Hitler her uncle, but he's really a family friend. I don't think there's no technical blood relation there. And this is the second book. I won't tell you, I don't know anything about this book other than that it's the second one and follows on from the plot of the first one very precisely, I'm pretty sure. Maybe skimming ahead a little bit to jump to closer in the war, I think. Because I think the first one, from what I remember, because I have read the first one, I read that earlier this year or end of last year. It's set pre-World War II, like in the lead up to World War II. This might be during World War II. So yes, I'm very excited for this because the first one was so good. Then we have Blue Lily Lily Blue, which was one of the latest. It is the latest book I've picked up this month. I got it just the other day because I just finished Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. Which is the second book in... I've just finished the second book in this series, The Raven Cycle. This is book 3, and I'm very keen to read this. I was hoping to get this read by the end of the month, but unless I suddenly get my act into gear and read a ton by Friday, even though I'm super busy leading up to that time, unless I read a ton before Friday, I probably won't get this finished. But I'll definitely be reading this next month because this series is super addictive and I've read it all really quickly. So I need this in my life. This follows, the series follows a girl called Blue and her friends of a kind, these 4 boys called the Raven Boys, Noah, Gansey, Ronan and Adam. And Blue is prophesied that she will kill, if she kisses her true love they'll die, and there's all kinds of complicated fantasy, urban fantasy, folklore, magic stuff going on, and it's so complicated and so good, and I love these. I'll talk about the first 2 at least more in my wrap up. Then I picked up Mystic City and Toxic Heart, book 1 and 2 of the Mystic City series. I don't really know that much about these. I've hardly even read the back of them, but I'm pretty sure it's a dystopian style thing with magic, corrupt rulers, new city, Manhattan lies underwater. You feel me? It has that vibe. These are by Theo Lawrence. I've seen these floating around for a long time, and I've always been kind of contemplating them. And I picked these up for $5 each at the book sale I was mentioning earlier. My one annoying thing is that they're not the same size. Because the first one's in trade paper and the second one's not. But oh well, you can get what you get, right? You get what's available to you. and I was very excited to pick these up super cheap because they were one of those books that I'd been tossing up because I'd been seeing them around but didn't have enough push to buy them, and this was the push I needed. And at that sale I also picked up The Quick by Lauren Owen. This I saw floating around ages ago, and I remember it being compared to Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, and that I'm pretty sure, does it have photos? Is it? Did I just imagine them? I must have just imagined them. I've heard it's very like gothic and gothic fantasy, and I am down for gothic fantasy. I know literally like nothing about it other than that it's in Victorian era in London, and I think there's magic. But I am like all there for that. These tick so many of my boxes. So I did have it liked on Goodreads for a long time, so I thought, why not buy it? It was $5. And then finally we have Mortal Heart by Robin Lefevre. This is book 3 in his Fair Assassin trilogy. These are all companion novels. I don't really know what it's about. I'm trying to avoid looking at the back. They're assassins in medieval time, I think. I have the first 2 books over there, and I picked them up on sale when my local bookstore thought they were shutting down and had a shutting down sale and then revived themselves somehow. I don't know how that happened, but it did. And then I found this one at $5 at the closing down sale that I went to near my hometown that I've been talking about. Yes. And I'm so keen to read this series. Everyone says they're absolutely amazing. It is thick as balls. It's like 550 pages. But I didn't even care. It just looks amazing. Historical fiction, assassins, medieval. I'm there for that, man. I am there for that. Yeah. So those are all the books that I've got in the month of June. And then if you want to see what books I got at the book fair this month, there's a book fair video in the... I'll try and remember to link it in the doobly-doo, but otherwise go check out my channel. It's like one of the first videos at the top of the news feed. And that's about it. I was gonna do a thumbnail, so I just put all the books away as I was going. So that was a poor decision on my behalf. And let me try and thumbnail. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Please comment down below and tell me what ones I should prioritize, because I'm the worst at that. I'm the worst at figuring out what I want to read next, and your input will certainly put something higher. I will see you soon with another video, probably my wrap up, and I will see you then. Goodbye.